Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hardcores and casuals, it's been a minute, but I'm back, so let's get straight into the drama. It's finally fight week. This weekend we have David Benavidez versus David Morell. Two undefeated warriors, both named David, both hungry, both ready to take over the 175-pound division. For me, just for me, this isn't just a fight, it's a clash of styles. It's definitely a clash of ego, so let's get into some things. First, let's talk the numbers. David Benavidez, aka Mexican Monster, perfect 29-0, 24 knockouts. And it's not just winning for him. He's been on a stretch of dominance for like a year and a half. And on the other side, David Morell, the Cuban sensation, 11-0, 9 knockouts. And yeah, he does have fewer fights, but it's like, let's not be deceived by the numbers and the levels. He's really been stepping on shit too. He's a problem for anybody in the ring, don't get it twisted. But like I said, they're both undefeated. They both hit like crack in the 80s, and they're both coming to prove that they're the top dog. So most of the time in lead ups, the energy always feels a bit contrived for me, but I genuinely think these two don't like each other. I'm almost 100% sure it's going to spill over in the ring, and I'm excited to see it because we've been starving for some good boxing for months now. Physically, these two are almost mirror images of each other. I think Morell has a slight 2-inch reach advantage, but other than that, they're pretty much the same. But that's not going to be the deciding factor of the fight. Benavidez can stand in the pocket and bang all 36 minutes straight if he wants. Like, let's not be silly here. Morell has been calling out Benavidez for like 2 years now, practically since like his 6th or 7th fight. And you got to respect his hustle. He's a young, talented fighter. He's not afraid to chase the big names, even when I think he was probably not ready for it, but I mean, you got to respect it. Now they're moving up from 168. He finally has a shot. So as far as who brings what to the ring, they both bring something special to the table. Morell, he's a little bit more athletic of the two, I think. He has slick footwork, faster hands, and he has this like ability to dart in and out of range, kind of like this like hummingbird effect. He's got that Cuban pedigree and it really shows, but don't sleep on Benavidez. He might not be as flashy. He is a technician and he has killer instinct. And his hand speed is deceptive. When he gets in close and just like unleashes his combinations, that could probably feel like something for somebody. Plus, he's faced much tougher competition like Plant, and then he just had Andrade, who could box with the best of them and has a really awkward style. So that could be a problem for the younger David. Now the experience factor, this is where things get interesting for me. I feel like Benavidez has been in the ring with more proven fighters, and he can handle the pressure that Morell brings. Like in the Plant fight, he was very patient. He weathered the early storm and then just took over for the latter half of the fight. That to me is a mark of a seasoned fighter. Morell, on the other hand, he's not really tested like that. Not at this level, at least. I mean, he looked great against his past competition, but we have not seen him go to those deep waters yet. But I think if he can stay composed when Benavidez turns up the heat, he might be successful. But can he do it? That's the $1,000,000 question. And then there's the intangibles. Morell is southpaw, which can be a nightmare for some fighters. But I think Benavidez has been there before. He dismantled Andrade. We all saw him quit on the stool. Another tricky southpaw in, I think, 5 or 6 rounds? Andrade, no slouch. But Benavidez made it look easy. And on the flip side, Morell's amateur experience is Like, you can't just write that off either. He did share the ring with Julio Cesar La Cruz. So he has some experience with guys who are really good, right? I feel like at this point, David Benavidez has more to lose. Obviously, Morell has everything to gain. He's still young. I think it might be too early for him to take this fight. So if he loses, it won't be a setback for him the way it will be for David Benavidez. I think for David Morell, a win will catapult him into title contention and cement his place as a rising star, or as like a rising star. A loss, I don't think it's anything he can bounce back from. As far as who I think could win this, it's tough for me. Both guys have power to end the fight early. I think maybe a little bit more Morell than Benavidez. Like, my heart says Morell because he's youthful, he has energy, and he's got something to prove. Well, I think they both do. But my head says Benavidez. He's been here before. He's handled this kind of pressure, and he's got experience to weather the storm. So I'm leaning towards David Benavidez by decision. Don't ask me to pick a round, and don't put no money on that. I'd be surprised if this fight doesn't end with a knockout. I'm not really sure. But this fight is really a gift to us because we've been starving for the last 2 months. I'm just happy that they're both putting it all out there on the line for us. I know this is going to be a fight to remember. So drop down in the comments. Let me know, who do you think is going to win this fight? How are they going to win? And are you going to bet on the fight? Because you need to put your money where your mouth is. Until next time, you guys, stay safe, stay dangerous, and stay messy.
How y'all gonna call me messy? How y'all gonna call me messy? If y'all scared, then just say that.